API infrastructure platform M2P Fintech is looking at raising $80 million. Also, it is looking to turn operationally profitable by FY25. Co-founder and CEO Madhusudanan R told my colleague Aishwarya Anand on the sidelines of Stride Forward event. She started by asking him about the credit assessment model, which is being developed by public sector banks, and how that is expected to help them. Take a look.
We are working very closely with a number of banks where we see an opportunity to actually build out new capabilities around how you can underwrite SMEs and help them lend. Under RBI, there is a institution called RBI Innovation Hub, which is also actually building out these capabilities where things like if you want to get milk pourers information, farmers who are pouring milk every day, that information is not readily available. So what the regulator is doing is actually setting up an infrastructure where they can actually standardize some of this and then let the lenders actually come onto that platform and actually offer that lending in a more meaningful way. Eventually, this will democratize access, so which will mean that some of these farmers will eventually benefit because more players would mean cost will come down and they would actually benefit out of it.
Now MSME-focused lenders are looking to leverage credit guarantee scheme to reach out to smaller businesses. So help me understand, what kind of partners do you have in this space and what role could they play in making this work?
So we provide the platforms that run some of these loan management software, that are actually hosting these accounts. So our role is very critical from the perspective that if you have a certain product that is targeted at your segment, how do you ensure that that loan software actually lends itself to? I'll give you an example which will drive this point. We have a massive explosion in EV consumption, right? Both on the vehicles that we use, solar. These are all new cohorts of lending that will come up because the asset is not just the vehicle, but you also have to lend or actually have to solve for the battery as well, right? So that means that you have to redesign how the loan management software operates, which is where our role comes in, where we are able to actually meaningfully put this out into a new capability and offer it to some of the ecosystem partners.
Okay. Reports have suggested that you're planning to raise $80 million. I want to understand how true it is, and if it is, how soon can we expect you to close the round?
When that happens, we would definitely sort of talk about it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Give us a quick sense of some of the new offerings that you have on the table right now, and help me understand the kind of impact M2P has created till date.
Sure. So we today serve, we touch about 50 million odd people's lives. So the last mile customer, although we are a B2B business, we don't touch the last mile customer. The banks and financial service institutions that are running on our platform have actually touched almost 50 million plus lives. We are in 30 markets, and I often say this publicly, where we believe that India has the chance to become the fintech factory for the world. A lot of the things that we are building in India will find a lot of relevance to most other emerging markets. Markets like Philippines, Egypt. We are actually able to take our products that we have built and serve for Indian ecosystem very, very meaningfully in those markets. So therefore, we are very excited about what we could do in the near term. We've been serving banking, payments, and lending. Last year, we added this important vehicle around data and how we can manage data, because data becomes very, very critical. In the world where everything is moving AI, data will be a mission-critical sort of effort for us to build. And we are going to actually have an explosion in terms of AI adoption by banks.
Help me understand, are there more acquisitions related to that you're looking into this space? And how are you integrating AI there?
So the first order effect of AI is typically around customer-facing units, right? How do you make sure that customer servicing happens better? It has now graduated to running marketing. For instance, a bank would have maybe like 100 different offers, right? As users, we will all get, we get spammed with emails and SMS communication. Where we are seeing AI play a role is actually hyper-personalizing that offering.
M2P's losses had surged by 3x in FY23. What does FY24 look like? What are some of the targets that you're setting for FY25 now? And what is the path to profitability for you?
So we, 24, we actually probably are, the audited accounts are still not out, but we are marginally, losing money. But the last 2 quarters, we were making money, and we are on a, we already broken even at an operating level. I think FY25 is the first year when we will actually make, full year profitability at, at an operating level. Yeah.
It is Friday, and it's time to take stock of the start.